In this video, we will be using ChatGPT to actually teach us everything about Jira Service Management from the scratch. So I'm gonna pretend that I'm pretty new to the Jira Service Management. I don't know how to use it, and I wanna use the GPT as my guide. So I'm gonna say act as an Atlassian expert. I'm a beginner with Jira Service Management on cloud. I want you to teach me lesson by lesson and ask me questions. Okay, let's start with this one. So, yeah, the very first thing. Lesson 1. Introduction to Jira Service Management, and the objective is to understand what is the JSM and the primary features. So, JSM is an IT service management tool designed by Atlassian that operates within the Jira ecosystem. Yes, that's right. It's built for IT teams and business teams to manage incidents, changes, and service requests effectively while providing a superior service experience. For business teams, not quite, because there was a reason why Jira Work Management got fused with Jira, and that is because the business projects are now also part of the Jira, so you don't have to actually pay for both licenses. You would have to pay for one specific license, which is Jira itself. Now, it's saying that it's for the business teams. I would say that this is not really accurate thing to say. All right, so key features. Incident management helps track and manage incidents to restore services quickly. Problem management aids in identifying and resolving the root causes of incidents to prevent future occurrences. Change management, which ensures the controlled and efficient handling of all changes made to the IT infrastructure. And then we also have the service request management that allows users to submit requests for help, services, or resources. And there is the question 1 that says, can you name a scenario where incident management could be crucial in a business environment? Once you answer this question, we'll move on setting up your Jira Service Management project. Okay. Incident management that be crucial in business environment. And I would think, and I would be like, I'm not really sure about this. I'm just beginning to learn about Jira Service Management. So, and it's now saying this is the scenario that is given. Imagine you work for a company that provides online streaming services. Okay, one day many users suddenly cannot access their accounts and complaints start flooding it through various channels like email, social media, and customer support calls. This situation is classified as an incident because it disrupts normal service operations and affects multiple users. Well, that is actually interesting to say. What what the incident is. And incident management in JSM would be used to quickly record and categorize this issue as high priority incident, alert the necessary IT and support teams to start investigating and resolving the problem, track all actions taken to resolve the incident, keeping a log that can be reviewed later to prevent future occurrences. And it's saying that this helps team to manage the problem systematically and restore service as quickly as possible, ensuring customer satisfaction and service reliability. Damn. Does this example help clarify the role of incident management in a business setting? If you have any specific question about this or need further explanation, feel free to ask. So, this is something that you want to add to your GPT and tell the GPT itself, it's like, look, I want you to ask me questions. So basically, the conversation is not going in one way. So it should be there to ask you some, specific question, just like this one. And it's then going with a follow-up question, which is really interesting. And I would say, I understand. Let us continue. Alright, so now the lesson 2, setting up your Jira Service Management project. Log in and everything else. Choose a service manager. Jira will prompt you to choose a template based on a common use cases like IT service management, customer service. For now, select IT service management. Yep. And it's saying basically for me to go to create a project in here, to go for the service management, to go for IT, and I'm going to just name it IT. Nothing else. And just giving the access, and basically that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Alright. So from there we're gonna continue. And it's saying to me, welcome. Alright. So I got it. After creating your project, Jira will set up a service desk with essential queues, issue types, and workflows based on the select template. That's correct. That is something that it did. Explore the project sidebar to familiarize yourself with the sections like queues, customers, reports, and project settings. So it set queues, right? Where you have, and I would be like, okay, interesting. So I have all open queues, right? And then I have something that is assigned to me, and I would say, oh, this is interesting because I can actually look at those that are definitely assigned to me, and I can like start this, and when something is assigned to me, I can actually take a look at it. Then it's set to go and see for the customers. I would be like, oh, interesting. So there are like a lot of customers in here. Okay. And there is like the invited user that I can actually see in here. I have the option to add the customers, and I can see this option where it says everyone with an account on this Jira instance is a customer. And I also have the option to change the permissions in here. So if I go here, it's gonna lead me and say, hey, this is the channel access in here, and I can control who can submit requests to this by project, by email, widget, or the portal itself. And I would be like, the portal? What was that? And it leads me to this page right here, and I would be like, oh right, so this is something this is something that was meant for the customers. All right. And then and it's saying like reports, and I would be like, okay, I don't see the reports here. How do I get the access? Oh, okay, I see the reports. And I have, okay, like a workload. Oh, there's me. I don't have anything yet. That's great. There's like the satisfaction. There's Atlassian Analytics as well, if I want to use it, of course, but I'm not gonna be using it now. Have like created, this is resolved, and everything else. Okay. In project settings, I would be like, and I'm going to, well, it doesn't really actually make sense. If you create a project and you don't have the project settings, that would be something that would totally not make sense, and I don't know if the users would even want to use Jira anymore. Alright, check out the default queues. Can you identify what types of issues might appear under the open queue in your service desk? This question is designed to help you start thinking about how the issues are categorized and handled within your Jira project. Oh, okay, so I'm going to say issues that are related to broken hardware, issues related to let's say Microsoft 365 not working properly, and let's say Exchange server not working properly, new, let's say, new hardware requests, etc. Let's see, what is it going? Excellent! You got a good grasp of the kinds of issues that might be categorized under the open queue, such as hardware malfunctions or software problems. These are common issues that IT teams need to address promptly. And then, since this is like something that I answered, it leads me straight to the lesson number 3, which is saying managing categorizing issues. So, and the objective is learn how to manage issues in Jira Service Management, understand how they are categorized and prioritized. In Jira Service Management, once issues are reported and appear in your queues, you need to manage them efficiently. Here's how the issues are typically handled. Categorization. Each issue should be categorized based on its type, like incident, service request, change. This helps in applying the right workflows and handling procedures. Prioritization. Issues should be prioritized based on their impact and urgency. For example, an issue affecting all users, like server outage, is a higher priority than a request for a new software installation for a single user. Yeah, that's true. I mean, sure, just like, and now from there is just like, what is the high priority, what is the lower priority, and everything else. And also the example if one issue is affecting one user or multiple users or something like that. It also depends on that thing. Assignment. After categorization and prioritization, issues need to be assigned to the appropriate team or team member who would be responsible for resolving them. Yep, that's true. Resolution and closure. The assigned personnel work on the issue according to the defined workflows. That's right. So if you have like the incident, that's going to have one workflow. Of course, it didn't specify yet that specific request types have specific issue types that are tied to a specific workflow. So I am expecting to see that as well. Once resolved, the issue is marked as resolved or closed, and the requester is informed. And saying, try creating a new issue in your project. Navigate to your project, click on create, and fill out necessary details for a mock issue. Explore different fields such as issue type, priority, and the assignee. Okay. So I have it right here. So it didn't say to me request type or something like this. So it didn't say anything to me about this one. And I would be like, oh, what's this? And it's saying request types allow requests to show in the help center, gain additional features in the issue view, and access work categories. And I can click here and be like, I want to learn more about the request types. And what is this? Now I have like, oh, get the IT help. And I have like different issue types. And I'll be like, oh, okay. And if I select the task, this is what I see. So I have task and I have incident, and there's like a problem. Summarize the problem. Partially working webs. I'm gonna say working Apache web server. Describe what happened and how it occurred. Broken CI/CD pipeline build stuck on the loop process or something like that. And then I'm gonna be like, oh, it's saying request and everything else, organizations, and I'm gonna be like, it's saying task priority and assignee. I only saw issue type, not priority and assignee. Why is that? I'm gonna ask it. It sounds like the configuration in Jira Service Management project might be set up in a more simplified manner, where certain fields like priority and assignee aren't displayed by default in the issue creation screen. This is a common scenario, especially in a newer default setups where customizations haven't been applied yet. And it's saying, you know, you have project settings. Under the project settings, there should be an option called issue layouts or screen schemes. This is where you can customize what fields are visible when issues are created or edited. And I can be like, oh, okay, I can do that. So it's saying to me to go for the project settings. Okay. Then it's saying to go for the layout. I'm gonna be like, that's the human fields? No. And this is something that it's not really specified correctly. Why? Because issue types are tied with the request type. And this is the way you get to your layout. I forgot to mention the request type is tied with the issue types. And then this is what you get like from the assignee and saying like hidden. And this right here, this is the different setting. And the user might be confused about this. Why? Because this is because it didn't still say to the user, hey, there is a customer portal, there's everything like that. But the good thing is it's going lesson by lesson. I will go more with this, but it's already been 20 minutes that I've been rambling about it, so I'm gonna add in here. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. See ya. Bye.